Hello YouTube, and how are you? Long time no see. So I'm back-ish now, hopefully on a regular basis, but I'm just giving you a quick channel update and showing you some of the consoles I've picked up in my sort of absence. So if you want to hear more of that, stick around after the titles. Well, hello once again, and like I say, I've sort of been away for quite a long time, longer than I expected, all to do with, life getting in the way with things, but, and the good things, I've got a nice kitchen now, and the family's a bit happier, the house is a bit better, so that's pretty good. It's less chaotic behind me, I've still got piles and piles of stuff everywhere, but my little gaming area, and where I make videos, is sort of now clear, so I can carry on with that. I was hoping to actually be back about a month ago because the kitchen had done, but then I've been trying to get a new job, and I focused really hard to try and get it this time because I really wanted it, and I did. Hooray! So that's really good as well. So sort of getting my life on track in the real world, other than YouTube space. So that's pretty good. So hopefully I'm going to start making more regular videos, hopefully once a week as usual. But I do start my job in a couple of weeks' time, so maybe for the next month or so, I might still be a bit erratic, not manage to do one each week. Hopefully will, but I just need to get steady in my job to start with, so the first couple of weeks of that I might just be up in the air if I've got to catch up on stuff and not be totally brain dead, as how I feel at the minute with all this heat and everything. So channel wise, what's going to be happening going forward? Well, basically I'm going to do this little video now of a console I picked up in the past month. There's then going to be, I'm splitting into two videos because I've had quite a few pickups. I'm going to do a green version, which is an Xbox version, mainly Xbox original games, because I finally got that fixed, a new one. I can't remember if I mentioned it in another video, but I've been playing that, which is really cool. And then for all the Sony ponies, I've got on a PlayStation video because I've got quite a few sort of different PlayStation games and other sort of Sony consoles there, sort of games to look at as well. So I'll do a couple of videos, and then after that, like everyone, times are hard in the sense with all the energy prices and everything going up and food, that. I bought a few games to last me a while, so it'll just be mainly gameplay, which is great. Gameplay sort of videos on my channel and talking about games that we all like to do as well. So I hope to get some of those 9 minutes of 90s going and a little bit of naughtiness, as well as just some general, other videos going on, as we'll see when I start talking about some of the consoles that I picked up in between now. So I've got 3 consoles here I'm going to talk about that I sort of picked up in the interim, and we'll go with the first one. It is a lovely Game Boy Advance. Now I'm going to show you some B-roll of sort of close-ups of it. I say it's a lovely one, it's actually a bit battered and all that lot, but for the price of these things that are going, it was nice and cheap, an eBay purchase, and it came with a few games as well. And yeah, I'm just really happy with this because then now I can play Game Boy Advance games, which I really wanted to play. And I obviously can play the original Game Boy games, but with a light behind it, because that was quite hard to do. So that's pretty cool. I'm really happy with them. So what games have we got with it? I've got Total Soccer Manager. I'll never be playing that because I don't like soccer games, so it can go in that pile there. But I tested it worked. We've got Scooby-Doo. I'll show you a bit closer. Yep, it's an okay game. I can't really show the footage, unfortunately, because I haven't had my Pi Pack of things to do it. Hopefully that'll turn up at the end of the year. I can do more videos of that, or I'll have to get some other device to play them just to capture the footage. So just get me telling you what I got. I've got Finding Nemo, which they're all sort of kids games these, but actually Finding Nemo was quite good. It was a bit like, I played the PlayStation 2 version, so it was a bit sort of that sort of vein going on there, but it was quite enjoyable actually. Did have a little play of that for half an hour. And then DK King of Swing, if I don't shine away. And this one's quite good. I'd actually like to capture this when I can and show it you, because it's got an interesting mechanic that you climb by pressing the left and right buttons as you're going up, like climbing up like that, which was a quite cool mechanic for the game, I really thought, at the time, so I was really impressed with that. So they're cool. They're the games that came with it, and like I say, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm really happy now because that's all my Nintendo sort of handheld games I can play, because obviously this Game Boy Advance can play Game Boy Advance, Game Boy and Game Boy Color, and then I've got a 3DS, the bigger 3DS style, whichever it is, so you can play DDS games and 3DS games. So that's pretty cool. That's me sort of covered on the handheld, and then obviously Switch if you class it as a handheld or whatever. So I'm sort of covered on that end now, so I can just get games for it now instead of buying consoles to play them all. Now the next thing I picked up was a mini console, and I picked it up because they're going dirt cheap at them, and I thought I better buy one before, like obviously the PlayStation Mini, as you can sort of see in the background, or your SNES Minis, they're like 200 quid now, something silly, aren't they? So I thought I'd get it quite cheap, and this was I think they're going for about £40 now. It's a C64 Mini. I actually got it. I go get my mic working. I actually got it cheaper than that. So if you look around, they're definitely worth getting. I'm really impressed with it. I've never had a C64 before. I'm definitely Sinclair Spectrum, because that's what I grew up with, and I'm going to try and fix my original one at some point. Got the bits, not got around to doing it. There's another future video. But yeah, I was quite impressed with this. I've had a fiddle with a few of the games, and they're sort of videos I might play. Of just some gameplay, some of the games. Are they worth playing nowadays? And I know there's obviously a lot of retro enthusiasts out there, and myself go, yes, of course they're great to play. But if you just sort of come across it, are they actually very good to play? And the answer is yes, because some of them I was really stuck on and enjoy. And for the price, like I say, I'd recommend, if you've never sort of played one of these little consoles before, like say Spectrum or C64, I'd recommend getting this, because actually you can get new games for it as well, and you can put a USB drive in, so you can put some other ROMs. So quite a few of them are freely available, because like new ones that are made, you can just download legally, sort of thing. So that's quite cool as well to play. So there's a whole like homebrew section going on for it. So it is like a proper new console, but with sort of old style games, if I keep jabbering. But yeah, if you can get one at the minute when they're about 40 quid, because you know in a few months time they'll just be like through the roof, won't they? So yeah, I'm really pleased with that, because there's 60 games in it, 64 games, so even if you like, you know, 20 of them, you know, you've got your money's worth or something. It's really good. Anyway, so yeah, so hopefully you see some more footage of that, me having a little mess around with that, some gameplay videos on that one. And then the final thing then is a big beast that, if I can even get on camera, yes, I finally got a PlayStation 5. There you go. Yeah, I finally got a PlayStation 5. I was just thinking to get it, and the way I actually got it is I was thinking more about, I've got all these games, I've done that great trick of everybody's collecting, just get whatever you want. And thought, well, actually, I wouldn't want to get a specific selection of games for each console. I think I'm going to be one of those collectors. Games I actually want to play, so just getting loads of games you never play. So I thought I'll trade loads in and get a PS5, because my mates had managed to get one that we play each week. So I thought I really wanted to get that. They're all PlayStation. See if I can get one that way, and I did. I managed to trade in quite a lot, so I didn't have to pay a lot more on top, and I managed to get a second-hand one, which are pretty much the price of new ones. But I got one, because they're very hard to get still at the moment, aren't they? And I thought I'd get one now before it starts getting towards Christmas, when everybody wants one for Christmas and there's even less stock available. So yeah, I got one. And what did I play straight away? Because I thought, next gen console, what am I going to play on this bad boy, this beast here? Yeah, that's right, I played Jumping Flash, because I was so excited. There's actually a bit of backwards compatibility. And yes, I bought this on the PS1 games, the download ones on my PS3 and PSP, and it's always annoyed me with PlayStation not being a lot of backwards compatibility. But now that they're sort of putting them on this, it's not PlayStation now, is it? Their new sort of streaming service, there's sort of games there, and yeah, they were in my library, I could get them, so that was absolutely cool. So I had a little play on that, and it doesn't look too bad blown up and all that lot. But one of the actual PS5 games I have been playing on it is Soulstorm, sort of the next Abe's Odyssey, wasn't it? The new one that they brought out, and that's really cool. Really enjoying that, a bit of a platformer. I'm still not pushing the machine to its high graphical capabilities, but it's really cool. I'm really enjoying that one. So yeah, so that's pretty cool there. So I've got that, and maybe expect some gameplay and live streams coming from that. And like I say, I can play my PS1 games on there, which will be cool. But probably maybe some more mod stuff. Anyway, nice gameplay of indie stuff. How's that? So there you go. There's my ramblings for this video. So basically I'm back, like I say. Hopefully I'll start making some things, some more gameplay content. The 9 minutes of 90s and noughties, I think I'm actually going to try and sit down and record a few in a block, so it's like a little series. Instead of me, I always get stuck up, I might get 3 in a row and then I've got to stop for a bit. So it's a bit consistent. I might actually sit and record a block of them, and then I can say it's a little series for a bit, for 8 weeks, 6-8 weeks, because that's a series in the UK, not 24 episodes. And then yeah, that's what I'll do. So in the interim there might be gameplay, but maybe some C64 stuff, or I might do a couple of live streams just to get me going till I'm back in the swing of things. But hopefully in about a month's time, once I've started work in my new job and everything's up and running, it'll be brilliant. Anyway, if you want to say anything down in the comments to me about anything I've shown you now, like, hey, that's good, or ooh, that's bad, please do, because it's obviously a lovely social thing on YouTube. thank you very much, by the way, for the people who subscribed in the past few months when I've not been here. That's great, and it shows some of my content, the gameplay ones that I'm trying to do to make them long lasting, is sort of working, because you can just dip in and watch them. So that's brilliant. Thanks very much for joining, and yes, if you'd like to subscribe, thumbs up this video and all that jazz, that's always welcome. But I'll stop rambling, and until next time, bye.